Is there anyone in the YouTube community that doesn't know Jeffree Star at this point? He is an internet personality since the MySpace era, one of the most subscribed beauty gurus, and a multi-million-dollar businessman. Do you know where all that wealth has come from, and do you want to know what's in his crazy collection? Well, keep on watching to find out how Jeffree Star spent his fortune. But first, hello hustlers, this is Young Hustle, where we break down the inner workings of the most famous hustlers on the internet. If that's something you're interested in, please subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a thing. I have about 10 businesses that I'm currently running besides my brand. That's what Jeffree told Shane Dawson in their docuseries when Shane asked about where all that money has come from. He first owned a makeup brand, Jeffree Star Cosmetics, then later expanded to a makeup lab, a shipping company, and a merch company that caters to many influencers. Of course, he didn't stop there. He diversified his wealth by investing in several real estates around the world. Not only that, but he also has his hands in the marijuana industry. If you go to his brand website, you'll find that he sells grinders and they're sold out. He knows his audience. For his YouTube presence, at the time of recording this video, his videos have 10 million views each on average, which means from YouTube revenue, he's making between $17,000 to $25,000 per video because he's in the beauty niche. His most viewed video is Full Face of Brands That Hate Me with over 40 million views, and that's like around $70,000 to say a big FU to those brands. Overall, I think it's safe to say he's one of the richest YouTubers in the world. Now, onto the topic we're here for, how Jeffree Star spends his millions. Starting off with his nails. His over-the-top nails are done by his go-to nail tech, Yvette, on Instagram every 2 weeks. And because it's Jeffree Star, he also goes for his elaborate nails to complement his extravagant lifestyle. The price of a set of manicures from Yvette is said to start from around $300, which is at least $600 a month and almost $7,200 a year for Jeffree. And that's just the bare minimum. Who knows how much the bejeweled ones that Jeffree often has actually costs. Next, his hair. Again, spending money on his features. This is not his real hair, but the wigs that he has. If you follow his Instagram, you'll see that Jeffree wears a wig all the time, and we rarely see him wear the same one twice. I went digging and found his wig person, Hair by Jay, the wizard behind all the magical locks that Jeffree has worn. His work starts at $1,300 a piece in basic color and style, and I just can't imagine how much the fancy ones would be. Now, his fur babies. Average Pomeranians cost between $500 to $1,500 each, but the purebreds that come with pedigree can cost between $3,000 to $10,000 each. Purebreds never come cheap, and Jeffree Star has 6 of them. You do the math, and that does not include the other expenses that could add up to a lot of money. Now, his pinball machine collection. A pinball machine might not really break your bank, but when you have around 100 of them, that's the next level of obsession, and that's probably going to cost you a lot. Jeffree has a personal arcade in his mansion that houses his collection. One of those machines can cost from a few hundred to a few $1,000s. Take that, times it by 100, look at the crazy arcade that he has, and there's a lot of money. Next, Jeffree spends a lot of money on his traveling. Jeffree always travels with his entourage, so it's not a huge surprise that he would hire a private plane that costs thousands of dollars per trip, and Jeffree travels a lot, both for work and for pleasure. I guess in his eyes, that's better than buying multiple plane tickets every time he wants to go somewhere. Now, his expensive designer items. In Shane's documentary, Jeffree estimated that one of his walk-in closets holds up to $7 million in designer items, and he has many different closets. The most expensive piece he said he would grab if his house was on fire is the Hermes Himalaya Birkin, which he got for $125,000. He also mentioned that he sees these items as an investment and they would only go up in value. Just take a look at all the expensive designer items he has. None of these are less than $1,000. Next, his cars. At the moment, he has 9 sports cars in his Batcave garage. All of these are in the 6-figure range and custom wrapped, which definitely cost him a pretty penny. His fleet consists of 2 Lamborghinis, a Huracan and an Urus, 2 BMWs, an i8 and a Z4, a Rolls-Royce Wraith, a McLaren 570S, an Aston Martin Vantage, a Jeep Rubicon Wrangler, and a Toyota Supra. That's a lot of variety that he has. Of course, I had to mention his house, or to be precise, his mansion. This ginormous French-style residence sits on 3 acres of land in the Hidden Hills and was listed at $19 million, but Jeffree closed it for closer to $4.6 million. The property came with 2 guest houses and a barn. Why is there a barn? Well, I guess I ran out of stuff to fill the space. The main house comes with 8 bedrooms, 13 bathrooms, a spacious kitchen, a fully equipped gym, sauna, and a spa, as well as a theater, a wine cellar that looks like it could be a bunker, an elevator, and practically everything you could think of. Jeffree told Shane that sometimes his legs got pain from walking around too much. Can't say I relate to that one. Here you go, guys. What do you think? Do you think he deserves all this wealth? What is the craziest item on this list? This is how Jeffree Star makes and spends his millions of dollars. Hopefully he'll be around for a long time and we'll have many more videos to do. This has been Young Hustle. Click the next video on your screen right now and I'll see you there.